Tnashi's Movie Corner.
Ugh. Well, ooh, hey Navi, I'm gonna need some help. Wow. Okay, so The Conjuring 2. I just got done seeing it a few hours ago, and yeah, let's get right back into it. You know, you got James Wan back on board. This is a continuation of sorts from The Conjuring, which I may or may not have done a video for. So you might have to watch that another time. We're not going to get into that right now. But as far as this sequel goes, I've been upfront many times, I think, in saying I'm not the biggest horror fan. It's hard for horror to work well with me. And a lot of times, I mean, there's some good horror movies out there, certainly. I've done some reviews of some good ones and some bad ones, for that matter. And there's actually quite an extensive number of horror movies I haven't seen yet. So, yeah, but it's just, in general, it's not the thing that, like, the horror genre doesn't compel me as much as some other ones. Like, I lack a little bit of interest in horror, at times. But that being said, I wanted to see this movie because I wanted to see, well, it's a sequel. Can it be done right? Can I find myself enjoying it? Will I enjoy it? And I went with Brad, who isn't here right now to review it, but he's even less of a horror fan than I am. Now, that 2 hour and 14-minute runtime, it's like, man, it's a long movie. But you did get the same people, I believe, back on board for the writers for The Conjuring. You got the same director back on board. You got Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga back on as the Warrens. And from the very opening scene, I was like, that's cool, because the way the movie's set up is set up very similar to the first one. So you start off with another case, and then you go on to the main case, right? And I gotta say, as far as the acting throughout this movie, I thought the acting was brilliant, very well done, on point, including the little girl, who is more or less the focus of this movie. So I thought that was done really well. I thought the story itself was executed very nicely. I liked how they tied things in, from the first movie. They brought little elements in from that one. And again, the relationship between the characters, between the Warrens, is very front and center in this. And I thought that was a good thing. And you care about the family. And that's one thing that I feel misses a lot of time with the horror movies. Is that you don't care about anybody. This one, I cared about everyone. So I thought that's really well executed when they can do that. And of course the acting helps, but all the same, the way they focused on the relationships and on the family, and we get a little history, so we know how what everyone's role is in this. And I just thought that's really cool. And the fact of the matter is, this is based in reality, and I buy that it's based on something that happens, because you got the Warrens who are, kind of not directing, but they're there to see their story play out. And then you have the screenwriters who wanted to make it feel real, and you'll see that in the credits. They'll have pictures that'll showcase some that they took directly from, and it's amazing how there's such similarities. They don't really hold back that much on it, so I find that's good too. The music itself, and this was a little problem in the first one. It's a problem here too. Can be a little overbearing at times. It's just very loud. And of course, this movie has jump scares, and a lot of things have jump scares. It's just a matter of how you use them. I thought they were okay here. I thought they were fine. Nothing was too scary, but there was definitely a portion. There was a focus on one of the spirits or whatever that's in here that was real creepy. You've seen it from the trailers. The Nun. I thought that part was very creepy and freaky. Creepy and freaky and scary. Everything else. So there's a lot of tension building moments, and I'll say one of the problems I did have comes with the other spirit. I didn't buy into it. It didn't scare me as much. I mean, it's just my mentality. It reminded me more of Herbert the Pervert. And, well, then again, that can be super scary. Oh. Yeah. So you did have that. There was a little incorporation of CG that did take me out of the movie. I was like, why is this in here? I don't understand that. So, and there was, there's a few less scary moments that I want, but I think as far as the character focus on it, I really enjoyed. I liked the way it played out plot-wise. It is slower in the beginning, but I'm okay with that because we're being introduced to the characters and we're having a build-up. And the build-up itself was great. The final confrontation, which happens, was a little bit of a letdown because for me, I just don't like the way it was executed. But I did like all the build-up to it, and I really enjoyed this movie. I thought there was a lot of good in it for sure. James Wan has proven time and time again that he's good at horror, and he's not only good at horror, he's good at other films, but he's definitely good at horror. So, and there's also a few comedic moments in here that I enjoyed, so which you wouldn't expect, but I did enjoy them. So I think for the most part it was a really good movie, and giving it a rating 1 through 10, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Yep, solid 9 out of 10. And ironically, Brad's about the same way, and he actually for the most part hates horror, so it's pretty big praise coming from him. But anyway, so that'll wrap this up. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Click that like button, share, subscribe to my channel, and watch my other reviews. I do appreciate it. Also, let me know in the comments below, because I'm curious about this. Have any of you ever been in an actual haunted house? Not like those cheap ones. I'm talking about a legitimate house that is haunted. You've ever had any kind of paranormal experience? Because I haven't, except for what's in my head. And what's in my head is crazy. Whoa. Yeah. So I haven't, thankfully. And I don't know. My ass would be out the door so fast. Like, they reference seeing something. And of course, you get with these movies, you get something's moving. Like, oh, what's that? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? No, 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 door shut. Like, that's me. That's me. I would not stay there. I would live off the street, like, if I had to, because no chance. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Like I said, click that like button. Watch my other vids. I do appreciate it. And until next time,
Peace.